The Battle of Camden, fought on August 16, 1780, near Camden, South Carolina, was a pivotal engagement during the Southern campaign of the American Revolutionary War. This clash between Patriot and British forces marked a significant setback for the Patriot cause, highlighting the challenges faced by the Continental Army in the Southern colonies. The battle's outcome had profound implications for the course of the war and the struggle for American independence. Background. By the summer of 1780, the British had made significant advances in the Southern theater of the Revolutionary War. After capturing Charleston in May, British General Lord Cornwallis sought to extend British control throughout South Carolina and beyond. Meanwhile, the Continental Army, under the command of Major General Horatio Gates, aimed to confront British forces and halt their advance. The Battle of Camden was the culmination of a series of maneuvers and engagements as both sides vied for control of the strategically important region. The stage was set for a decisive showdown between Patriot and British forces near Camden. The forces. The British Army, commanded by General Cornwallis, consisted of seasoned veterans and well-trained troops. British regulars were supplemented by Loyalist militia units and Hessian mercenaries, creating a formidable fighting force. On the Patriot side, Major General Horatio Gates led the Continental Army, which was bolstered by militia units from various southern colonies. Despite his previous successes in the northern theater, Gates faced challenges in the South, including issues with discipline and morale among his troops. The battle. The Battle of Camden began in the early morning hours of August 16, as both sides positioned their forces for battle. Gates, confident in the strength of his army, chose to engage the British in open combat rather than resorting to guerrilla tactics. As the battle commenced, the Patriot and British forces clashed in a fierce exchange of musket fire and bayonet charges. Initially, the Patriot militia on the flanks made progress against the British lines, causing confusion and inflicting casualties. However, the tide quickly turned in favor of the British as the disciplined British regulars and experienced Hessian mercenaries pushed back the Patriot forces. A crucial turning point came when the Patriot militia on the left flank broke ranks and fled the battlefield, leaving a gap in the Patriot line. Seizing the opportunity, the British forces launched a devastating counterattack, overwhelming the remaining Patriot troops. Despite desperate attempts to rally his men, Gates was unable to stem the tide of the British advance. The battle devolved into a rout as Patriot forces retreated from the field, leaving behind artillery and supplies. The British victory at Camden was decisive, resulting in significant casualties for the Patriot Army and dealing a severe blow to the Patriot cause in the South. Aftermath and significance. The Battle of Camden had several important consequences. 1. British consolidation in the South. The British victory at Camden solidified their control over South Carolina and set the stage for further advances into the southern colonies. British forces were able to establish a network of garrisons and supply lines, extending their influence throughout the region. 2. Setback for the Patriot cause. The defeat at Camden was a significant setback for the Patriot cause in the South. It shattered morale and highlighted the challenges faced by the Continental Army in confronting British forces in open battle. 3. Leadership reevaluation. The defeat prompted a reevaluation of leadership within the Continental Army. Major General Horatio Gates was relieved of command shortly after the battle, and command of the Southern Department was transferred to Major General Nathanael Greene. 4. Shift in strategy. Following the defeat at Camden, Patriot forces adopted a more flexible and strategic approach, emphasizing guerrilla warfare and avoiding direct confrontations with the British Army. This shift in strategy would ultimately contribute to the Patriot victory in the Southern theater of the war. Conclusion. The Battle of Camden was a decisive moment in the Southern campaign of the American Revolutionary War. The Patriot defeat highlighted the formidable challenge of confronting British forces in the South and underscored the need for strategic adaptability and leadership. While the battle dealt a significant blow to the Patriot cause, It also set the stage for a new phase of the conflict characterized by guerrilla warfare and attrition. Ultimately, the Battle of Camden served as a catalyst for the eventual Patriot victory and the achievement of American independence.